Devil dogs. Compound's open. A lot has been going on since the 4th of July. A lot has been going on. A lot of winning. A lot of winning. So much winning, it hurts my little heart. I almost want to stop winning. We'll see what it's like today, huh? Got a busy day. Busy day. Bobo, what's up, brother? Simplify, man. What's going down? How's good old Viking territory treating you there, man? Yeah, it was good. Good 4th of July, man. Good 4th of July. It was fun, man. That's the real No Kings protest, you know? That's what I like to call it. It's literally a rebellion against King George the Fourth, King Henry, King George. No. It was a good one, man. I had fun. I did a trivia contest, which ended up being really stupid. Well, it was fun, but the trivia lady, of course, she's from Los Angeles, and hi, this welcome for Pride Month, the most gay bar in the gay. They had one gay question, I was out. For Pride Month. No one said a damn thing. No one said, yeah, no one cared. No one cared, and you sit with other people, so it was like me and whoever I went with, and we were having doing this trivia game. It was at a winery, I guess you can call it. So I'm with the people I went with, so we're having fun, and you're sitting next to other people and just doing trivia, and even the people around me were like, what? What's like, why do people keep saying that shit? It's so weird. Happy Pride Month when it's July 5th, dude. It was July 5th and they're still celebrating. Weirdos, man. They project all their crap on you. Ken, yeah, you checking in, Devil Dog, what's going on? Winery or winery? Yeah, I did, yeah. Pride is a root of sin. It is. Meet me on the beach. Hey, what's up, Leon? How you doing? Meet me halfway. Black Eyed Peas. Firefly is the opposite of waterfall. Fire flies, water falls. Water and fire opposite. Fly, fall. Fly and fall. Falling, hold on. I think I found a discrepancy here. Falling is you're just flying, you're actually motion into it. Maybe, but I get what you're saying. I'm just being a dick. It would be fire rise. The fire's rising. Rise, right? Because it just has to rise. It doesn't have to fly. Flying is flying. That's an action. Right? The fire rises. Like bang, dude. Yeah, Pride it was weird, man. Like it was me, my mom and dad. We were enjoying, a little tired, but we go. It was hotter than balls. We sit next to a table with another threesome and a couple. They all knew each other, and we knew each other, but we're on different teams. And I wonder if you can guess who the people sitting across from me were. I wonder if you can guess. and no one cared. It did, and I was like, and they asked a trivia question about, I guess it's a famous bar, gay bar, and I was like, dude, you have to be fucking gay to know that stuff. Like, you have to. That's a specific question to a genre of people that, like, I wanted to look around it. Like, does anyone know that answer? No one knew that fucking answer. Actually, the guy next to me did. Not gonna lie. Rockwell, it's a Rockwell bar in New York, something like that. But the lady he was with was looking at me, and I was like, oh, mama. It's like, you got something on your hands I don't think is fully straighted we commit. Yeah, it was fun, though. It was good, man. 4th of July, 4th of July, I dogs, man. If you got dogs on 4th of July, you're basically staying home, keeping it low key. I had to watch Big Bro's older dogs. The Quappy and Dallas, big old doggies. Big old mooks, dude. Found some shower the other day. That was one of them. Oh yeah, those shower thoughts. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Where you just kind of drift off into the abyss of your own mind, dude. And you think of the weirdest things, man. Yeah, I do too. That's a good one. Yeah, you could be thinking about weirder stuff, you know? Like, how am I gonna give a trivia question and talk about Pride Month? How would I do that on July 5th? Not happy 4th of July, it was happy Fag Day. Happy No Baby Making Day. How about that one? That's the gayest thing you can celebrate. You gotta be really, really, I mean, chicks got rumpers too, dude. I don't understand. I just don't understand. Going to Huntington Beach for some fresh air? No, dude. Let me know how it is, dude. That'd be sweet, man. I was thinking about going to the beach last night, man. But Sunday, I got a kind of busy day today. Doctor's appointments and whatnot. The Huntington Beach is awesome, dude. The best. Newport, Huntington, Sunset. Great bars, pretty women, and fresh air, man. Can't go wrong. Can't go wrong. Are you guys allowed to use fireworks on New Year's Eve also? Yeah. Yeah, as long as, like, they don't really sell them like 4th of July, but if you have them, you can light them off. Some, like, towns or cities won't allow you, or, you know, will put up signs, please don't light off fireworks, but... And then if you do and you get caught, it's like a $200 ticket. I've been caught before lighting fireworks, and the whole house I was with at one time was... We lit one in our backyard, an illegal one from Mexico, and the cop was right behind our wall. And the cop just walked around and said, hey, who's going to eat this ticket? And everyone's like, oh, fuck, damn it, dude. And so the guy who bought the fireworks, his dad, he was like, yeah, give me the ticket. So he got a ticket, and the cop left. Yeah, as long as you still have them. New Year's Eve is pretty big. 4th of July, dude, the hospitals have to be... I mean, I guarantee there's more Americans with missing fingers than, like, war veterans with missing toes or hands or something. I know one guy that blew off his fingers, man. I used to work with him. He's, oh yeah, I tried to save my niece, and I was like, well, how'd you do that? We had the claw, the mandible claw, dude. Oh, look at those guys. Are they all cracked out? Everyone's all cracked out today. Long weekend for the bums. Woo, nice paved street in the ghetto, boys. It's not looking so much ghetto anymore out here. Oh, there's another bum. Playing with... The big beautiful bill passed, which was fantastic. Super fantastic. A lot of money going towards Border Patrol, ICE, Space Force, right? The Golden Dome. What else did it go to? Cut a lot of the DOGE stuff, so permanently cut a lot of the money. Defunded Medicare and Medicaid. Defunded... What else did they defund, guys? They defunded something else. I don't know, but like food stamps or EBT. Look at this guy. Get a job. Look at this big old asphalt remover cementer thing. It's huge, dude. I love construction, man. When you see good boys doing construction, road work, repairing or maintaining, which I think a lot of countries don't do, you know. I heard Mexico had some riots. Get out the gringos, dude. Mexico City had a bunch of riots. Get out the gringos, dude. They don't want no Americans there no more. That's not good for business. Americans have a lot, but I get it, man. If Mexico doesn't want a bunch of foreigners in their country with a lot of money jacking up the prices, because Mexico's really poor and it's basically being invaded by people that have a lot of money. What I mean a lot of money is just basically a job, an American job that pays you, I mean, just a cool 30 grand a year. You'll outpace 90% of people in Mexico. So even if you have a part-time job at freaking Juice It Up at Haagen-Dazs, you'll no, this guy's gonna go like a moron. No, good. All right. Tired of paying for others to survive. Jason Smith, Semper Fi, brother. Absolutely. What is your job? This? Yeah, what's up? Nothing but love. What's up, brother? I am a full-time YouTuber, bruh. I am a full-timer now. So any likes, support, even dislike, even comment, it all helps, right? That's what I hear all other YouTubers say. I don't know, guys. I don't really care. Do you ride a motorcycle? No, Leon. No. I tried. Just not for me, man. I tried a long time ago. I had a street bike, just a starter, and then I sold it. Didn't like it, crashed it. You know, the whole 9 yards. Bought it because I thought it was cool. What is your job? This? Oh, nothing but love. Nothing but love. Yeah. I'm taking over the family business. My father's a doctor. Over the family business once I'm out of here, you know, once he retires. What was that, from Step Brothers? Nope. Street. Oh, look at this girl trying to read a book. Get out of here, dude. Get out of here. This chick's walking around in a G-string trying to read a book. I think the book was upside down too. Come on. No one's talking to you because you're smart or like to read a book, right? Yeah, tired of paying for other stuff. You're right, Jason. Yeah, the free ride's over, brother. You know, oh, this girl's walking around like singing. she was doing this. In a pink shirt. You love the ghetto, man. You see so many interesting people. Might suggest finding a real job. Next step is to remove all social media platforms. Oh yeah, man. If they do like a good background check. Yeah, my dad used to be a headhunter, man, so he knows all about that stuff. Man, he's told me some wild stories about, a company calling him to, get us a manager of a warehouse supervisor guy, so he would find someone that's very qualified, get him the interview, get him the job. Right before the guy would get hired, they would do a background check on their MySpace. And this was like right when Facebook was starting, but MySpace, and I think it was his Facebook, but his Facebook was, he had a red Solo cup, drinking like he was at a party, but he was supposed to be married. So the company said, that looks fishy, man, like we're out. What's up, B-Rye? What's up, brother? Long time no see, man. Like the old saying, give a man a fish, you feed him for a day. Teach a man to fish, you feed him for a lifetime. That's right, man. I mean, if you're young, man, the best thing to do is start saving, start doing all the right things. I would the one thing I almost want to do, if I go back to working at UPS, just loading trailers the best I can with my jacked up back, or doing anything for UPS. And I think if I work another like 4 years there, I'll get like 25% of a pension, or 50% of your it's a really good union deal, man. If you get jobs like that when you're young, where you can do like 10, 20 years like a police officer and retire after 10, 20 years, or half your pension after 10. I think police officers, you get half of it after 10, which is great. That would be ideal, man. That's what I would try to tell my nephews and stuff. Got to find a job that you can benefit in the long run, Those are hard to find, but like teachers never get that. They get 10, but they don't get money afterwards. It's hard to find a job like that. Military, police, nurses should have that. Nurses like do 10 years, 20 years in a hospital. You should be able to get a little something after. My hands are still intact after this weekend. Yeah, dude. Still got all my fingers. It was wild, man. It sounds like a war zone. If you're not into fireworks, 4th of July is pretty awful. But it's fun, man. Even like there's this near my brother's house, like an Indian, like a red dot Indian couple that lives next to him. They have a child, and I think he's has a touch of the Downs, or what's that other word? A lot of kids are these days. But anyways, they were the last people I would expect to launch off fireworks in their backyard, where you're not supposed to. One, it's kind of a city, you're not supposed to, but especially in your backyard near your neighbor's house. You usually try to do it in the middle of the street. But this couple was lighting shit off all night. It made me proud to be an American, brother. Because I think this couple, they wear their Indian clothes. I think the mom does. I'm not sure. We don't see them all that much. They stay inside a lot. My grandpa didn't like the fireworks. He was in Vietnam. I'm not a big fan of fireworks. I used to be, man. I used to try to make bombs, especially when you're younger. You try to cut them open and put them in bottles and make a big old boom boom. But now that I'm older, dude, my ears have gotten worse, man. I swear. Not like loud noises just really bug me. I gotta wear like earplugs. I always have like earplugs with me. I got them on my keychain. Amazon, dude, some good earplugs. Ear Tech Pro. But like bands or rock bands, I always have to put in earplugs, dude. I just can't sit there and enjoy it. It's awful. If you're living in the United. Semper Fi, brother. Happy Independence. Vietnam War was a wild one, man. Because that, I mean, I of course I wasn't alive. I'm just seeing what I know about being in the military, and then all the documentaries and the select few veterans I have talked to about Vietnam. You know, not a lot of training. You know, because like for me, or guys the millennials that fought in Iraq and Afghanistan, a lot of training. Like, you know, before you go to war, you trained and you were prepared for the boom booms and the bang bangs, you know. For me, love you long times. We're ready for that. We just, it's constant. Guys in Vietnam, man, I don't know how it all went, but it seemed like, you know, you got drafted, you kind of did a little bit of training, and you went straight into the combat area. And, you know, you're going to get, you know, virgin ears out there and people untrained to the eye. And it's going to freak you out, dude. It will freak you out. You know, a loud explosion going by you if you're not used to it or not ready for it. You know, who knows the damage it can do to your brain and the way that thing's wired up, man. It could be wild. Even if, I think, like, if you were enlisted, like, there's a weird point in American history where, like, you can tell the World War II, World War I days were over, the Korean War was over, and all the weapons and technology were almost, you know, obsolete, even our own arsenal. And you can see the M16A1 trying to be invented, and the gear and the training and how we fight jungles and Vietnamese. Those man, if the trees speak Vietnamese, brother, gotta get out. Once the trees start speaking Vietnamese, man, I mean, those guys brought the noise. You got to give them credit where credit's due. That's why, dude, Howard, I mean, this is like how I think. Like, that's why, like, because the United States and Vietnam went to this 10-year war, which was just brutal. And I think every American say, dude, the Vietnamese, they brought the noise, bro. And we bombed them. We did what we do best. But dude, they can handle it. And that is why I guarantee it, the United Kingdom, England, Great Britain, and Vietnam were the first two countries to sign a deal with President Trump. Because it's like, been there, done that, man. We don't need to go back to the Vietnam days. Vietnam's like, yeah, dude, let's hook up the deal. We're not too big of fans with China. And us in America, we have a lot of history. I mean, that's how I think. Japan was like, yeah, we're done. We're not gonna, you know, arguing with America or America arguing with Vietnam or Japan or England. It's like my good friend E from Italy said, it seems a little old school, you know, a little outdated, you know. That's dude. Vietnam was like, yeah, we're good, bro. Like, and we don't want to mess with Vietnam no more. No way, man. I mean, those guys, yeah, you got it. You know, they came out. They almost swept through all of Vietnam in the beginning, and then we kicked them back. And or am I thinking of Korea? Vietnam, they went back and forth just like Korea, right? And then the Chinese got involved, and the story is all, you know, and the rest is history. Ghost Rider, who were you with? Oh, Ghost Rider. We got. What's up, Ethan? How you doing, brother? Oh boy, Ghost Rider. Oh, what's up, Devil Dog? How you doing, man? Long time no see, brother. Long time no see. Win after win after win, boys. Ethan, hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Nah, dude. I'm getting tired of winning, to be honest. Like, I get excited. I'm like, I want to turn on the TV to see what else what else we're finally doing to correct our dumb country. 15172734 Semper Fi Ghost. Hell yeah, man. What's up, Andy? Who drives and does lives? What a noob? Noobhead? I don't know what that means. If you're gonna insult me, bro, at least use a word I understand. You can't insult someone if they're that stupid. I'm too stupid to insult, brother. I got nothing up here. It's just it's hollow. My brain rattles in my skull, man. Thank you for allowing me an opportunity to serve. Hey, what's up, Pika? What's up, y'all? What's up, man? Peekaboo. I don't know. What's up, Pika? What's up, brother? I respect sunglasses. Thanks, man. Oakley's pretty cool. Pretty cool glasses, man. Help my eyes. The sunlight kills me, man. My ears with loud noises, and then sunlight, the glare, really my chain. My name is Peekaboo. Oh, hell yeah. I think I said that. The U, I thought it would be a peekaboo, man. Never have to write peekaboo on a piece of paper. I'm going to spell it like that. Everyone's going to think I'm crazy. One day I'm going to get a pair of glasses like that. Yeah, man. Oakley's, man. They're like, I don't know, $100 or something. They're kind of expensive just because Oakley's are good, man. I love Oakley's. I mean, these ones, I bought 2 pair of the same ones, just different color lenses. I'll probably buy a third. These styles ones are real nice. They sit on your head. They're real nice on the nose. Real easy. Like, they're not like, you know, you ever tried like girls really expensive glasses on, or I don't know, some guys have it and they're just like flimsy. They feel like they're gonna break and you gotta like be all gentle, and like these ones have a little girth in them, you know. Always using coupons for everything. Hey man, gotta save money. To all the Marines, don't forget November 10th. Hey, dude, Ghost Rider, brother. Trump better have dude, there better be a parade, dude. The Army credit, that was pretty cool, man. They came out, but the Marine Corps birthday, brother, it's a different beast. And I hope J.D. Vance, he's the Marine, man. J.D. Vance better whisper this thing. You better have A-10 Warhawks flying over the streets, dude. If you want a Marine Corps parade, it better be done right. It better be done right, dude. How sick would that be, man? Is this I hate when lanes are all crooked. Is this right? 1, 2. I don't know. You should be driving on your phone. Oh, you shouldn't be. I'm not on my phone, brother. I'm on your phone. You know what I'm saying? I'm in your phone, brother. You don't even know. I'll be in your phone on Wednesday, too, and Friday if you want to join. How long have you been growing your hair? Oh, man. I've been growing out for, I don't know, a little bit, but I do cut it because it gets really long. And then it flares up in the bag. It looks like I have a mullet. I got kind of curly cues, man. I got little curly fries. I call my hair curly fries because they kind of will scrunch up like a curly fry. Well, they're coming back in style, dude. Molds are coming back in style. I go to like little league baseball games. I see some kids with them on. It's pretty cool. One day I'm going to get a new duty belt. Hey, Agent 206, dude. Long time no see. One day, brother, go get one, man. You gotta, hey, look good, feel good, play good, man. If you don't feel up to the challenge, if your duty belt's holding you back, go get one, man. I think you deserve it, right? Unless you're kind of like me, you kind of want to wear whatever your old one's out until the very bitter end, where it's like you're duct taping it together, zip locking it together, zip tying it together. Big beautiful Bill, dude. Big bitchin' Bill, dude. It's freaking sweet. About to send out national debt to the moon. Yeah, dude. Yeah, like, so what, dude? No one cares about the national debt. Why should I care about it? Hey, dude, the freaking ICE agents have the Department of, what does ICE stand for? Oh God, Immigration Custody. What does the E stand for? Enforcement, Immigration Custody Enforcement. They have a bigger budget than the Canadians military. They have almost a bigger budget than Great Britain's budget. Dude, we should just Canada with the art. I think they have a bigger budget than the United States Marine Corps, to be honest. But the Marines are real cheap. We don't need much, Immigration Customs. Yeah. What's up, Delaney? How you doing? Welcome to Devil's Compound. About to get waves? All right. Waves, You're talking about haircut waves? Waves on your hair? If you're talking about waves on your hair, that's a little more important than a duty belt. I understand that. Marines dude, if you give Marines a bunch of shit, we won't get it done. We won't get anything done. We'll just be playing with the stuff or breaking it. The less you give Marines, the better, dude, because we'll just get it done because we're really upset that we have to get stuff done, Oh, dude. Yeah, the more you give Marines, the less work we do. You got to treat Marines like a bunch of animals. If you treat us like a bunch of animals, we'll be your best friend. If you try to treat us with like tender love and care, we're out, dude. We'll be mean to you and call you a puss and leave, dude. We don't put up with that weak shit. Even if it's toward us, we don't want no weak bitch around us. We want to be called like names and have at least throw something at me, a water bottle. A canteen, from someone on Firewatch, their duty belt or something. Oh man. All right, we're gonna keep punching up here. This is why the Marines are trained to be leaders from day one. That's right, man. That's right. And it's not even only like, hey, if there's a Marine around, they have to lead the charge or they're going to take charge. They probably don't even want to take charge. They just know what to do, and everyone around them doesn't. So it's like, okay, well, since you guys don't know what to do, you got to do this, you got to do that, you got to do that, I'll do this. And that's leading, man, you giving everyone an assignment, you're in the mix. It's not, you're right, man. I mean, from day one, you just got to know more. The knowledge is, I'll never forget, I had a staff sergeant in MP school, military police, the academy, military police schooling, whatever it's called. I remember standing there, and I had to go talk to my staff sergeant, and he could riddle off some of the USM's, the oh god, USM, what is it, fucking the military code of justice, like, you know, just rules and regs. He can rip those off the top of his head, and I was like, whoa, you know. And he's all Matt, you know, or you know, Matt, if you know the rules, if you know the, you know, if knowledge is power, I'll never forget that, because if you know how the system works, you can work the system to your advantage. You could not be fooled by someone trying to bullcrap you. You know, that's, I'll never, UCMJ, I can never, I always want to say, I just say United States, USMC, UCMJ, Uniform Code of Military Justice. There we go. That, I should just say it like that. That's easier. Got a Deluxe, what is it? I don't know. I'm not gonna. Uniform Corps. Thank you, Ghost Rider. Thank you, Jason. I can always count on every Marine knows that. Dude, how many people have you known been busted down, dude? Dude, I've known at least two. I've known two people, maybe three, that have been busted down. Or you go in medical, right? You go, I don't know, random day, you got to go to medical. So you grab you see other Marines, and I remember seeing this one, dude, he was like a PFC or a Lance Corporal, but he was wearing his chucks, but his stack, I mean, his ribbons was, he had to been in like eight effing years, dude, because there is no way you get all these ribbons being a PFC. You know, every once in a while you'll see someone's uniform and it makes you like cockeyed, you know, you go, huh. For me, it was pretty cool because I was in, like, all the higher ups knew me because, you know, we all went to Iraq together. So when we got home, everyone was getting out of the Marine Corps except for me, because I was the boot. Years go by, 4 years go by, 5 years go by, 6 years go by. You know, people that kind of knew me, I'm still a Lance Corporal. They're unsure whether they recognize me from the war or, you know, just being around base for so long that, you know, on the Marine Corps ball, you show up in your dress blues and you're fully stacked. And I had I was a Lance Corporal with a deployment, a couple good ribbons, a good cookie, and then a hash mark. And then I remember, like, people would look at me and be like, what? Like, why aren't you a sergeant? Like, what's going on? I'm like, dude, I don't know, man. Like, I never got busted down, but I also never got promoted. So, you know, I never done nothing wrong. I never got a NJP'd or anything, but it was always funny, man. And then, like, me and like 4 of my friends, you know, we all went together, like, in Iraq. And then we all came back, and then we never picked up. Like, there was like 7 of us that never picked up. One guy was fat, you know, the other guy was lazy and smokes, but we were all combat vets, so it was pretty cool. And we would show up to the Marine Corps ball, dude, like a bunch of a-holes, you know, like the cool guy on campus, you know, the 5th year senior high school football star, and all the fucking, everyone there is already like, God damn, you guys are still, I remember the higher ups, you guys are still in the Marine Corps, like, why aren't you guys getting out? Oh, we still got another year, bro. And they would be like, oh no. Like, it was so funny, man. So funny. Yeah, you look good in whatever you're driving. Oh, thank you. Looks nice. Oh. Agent 206, I have no idea what, NJP, it's like you get a misdemeanor or felony in the Marine Corps. I know my Jason, Ghost Rider, what NJP means, N or M, I don't know, it's one of the two. JP. I don't even know what it really means. I forget. It's been so damn long. But yeah, it's like getting, you get busted down. You can go from sergeant to lance corporal, or I mean, you can get really busted down if, fraternizing, disobeying a lawful order. You can get busted down for quite a lot of things, but I mean, it's it's okay. Like, oh, look at veterans. The house is a vet. Depends on the company and battalion. Yeah, non-judicial punishment. Thank you, Howard. Thank you, Howard. Yeah, not getting a haircut. I mean, if you're like bag, we call them shit bags. If you're a shit bag, piece of trash. We all have that one guy out who just doesn't get it. He just doesn't get it. He refuses to do what he's kind of told. It's one of those guys, just shows up late, doesn't come in with a fresh shave or a nice haircut. They bend every rule like a child. And one day it will catch up. Like I had a buddy. He got written NJP'd. Well, he got promoted, and then the captain tried to NJP him afterwards. It was kind of funny, but in the morning, I think I told this story. In the morning, my buddy, he was checking out. He was done with the Marine Corps. He had a kid on the way. He married for 4 years, deployments. He was done. He had like a month left. He was out of there. And he didn't care, so he didn't have his uniform. We were wearing desert camis, and I don't know what happened. I don't know. And so he's like, "Hey, Matt, I need a pair of trousers, pants." I was like, "Yeah, sure, man. Just take my desert camis right there, throw them on, let's go to formation, sure." Well, for some reason, like the captain found out that I think he was even wearing my blouse. Something happened where the captain looked at us because we were the veterans, so he obviously knew who we were. And he looked at my last name and goes, "Are you guys brothers?" And I was like, "Oh shit, dude." And my buddy Kevin goes, "Oh nah, man, I just forgot my stuff." So being out of uniform, we've been warned. So my buddy was gonna get written up. The captain's like, "This is not acceptable. You're not in proper uniform." Matt, and he looked at me. You're not gonna get written up, but you just can't. I was like, I don't fucking care, whatever. But that day, my buddy was also gonna get promoted to corporal. So. So he knew he was like that day before. We knew he was going to get promoted corporal. So that the next day he wears the different uniform. Later that final formation, we have promotions, and the captain didn't know that he was going to get promoted. So he ends up calling his name, still with the busted uniform. He's with my uniform, my last name. And the captain, just, God damn it. You still haven't changed your uniform? He goes, "No." He goes, "You're still going to be written up after this." He's like, "Yeah, sure, whatever. But right now, you got to pin me." And then when you get pinned, I went up and pinned him. And so, dude, it just pissed this guy off so much, dude. But the dude was a dick, like, "Hey, man, the guy forgot his uniform. He's getting out. Like, let him go. Let him go. You can tell him to go home. Like, just... If you're already done, dude, just go home. Don't come back. Like, you're fine. Like, come back your last day of, whatever you use your EAS is, and you can check out that. Like, sometimes you just gotta remove the disease from the body, And my buddy was going to become a disease to the rest of the Marines. So, rest in peace. Hey! Non-performers were always taken to the backyard for... time on one-on-one conversation. Yeah, this is the way it was done during. Dude, I mean, people that either non-performed. We had one guy, like a couple guys, like say they were gonna off themselves if they got deployed, And then we got back from the deployment, dude, and these guys were still there. Like, you know how you're like, I always tell people, read the room, dude, read the room. Like, the chick shouldn't have gone up there and say Happy Pride Month to people that just want to drink wine, a bunch of 50, 60-year-olds, you know, come on. Like, read the room. Like, and these guys were still on base when we got home, and one of my good friends, he was looking at it, he was like, dude, whatever you do right now, don't speak, just go home. And the guy went home and he never came back. Like, we're not friends. You can't be here anymore. You can't wear this uniform because you got out of deployment. He tried to like laugh with us and sit next to it. It was the weird, his name was Old Dad. I'll never get this guy. He was funny, dude, a good, funny guy. We thought he was a gunner. He trained with the gunners. He made up like 50 excuses. The female officer said, "You're a bitch," and told him to stay home. Like, she didn't want this guy with us. And no one did. No. I mean, then yeah, it was like, there's people like that who just think like, oh, no. So you are not meeting me on the beat? No, Leon, no. I wish, man, I could. I Monday, I got too much stuff today, man. I got a doctor's appointment. I got, doctor's appointment? I got something else. I just can't think about it now that I'm looking up. I got to go shopping, grocery shopping. Doctor's appointment, grocery shopping. Oh, I'm going to do, oh, man, I can, oh, that's right. I got to go sign up for something. Like a cryotherapy. You know, you go in the freezing box, turns into a popsicle. I used to do that a lot, and it used to really help my back. And I'm going to sign up for it again. I can kind of afford it now. Party of two now have a full... Had some guidelines in the time as well. Went out one, came back, no questions asked. Yeah, yeah. I mean, and if you're, who are you gonna complain to? You know, there's only, if it's really bad, there's a way to complain and get your word across. You know, I'm sure like we've all witnessed something kind of like real shady, and it's like, dude. But when it comes to like fat bodies and shit bags and pieces of trash, yeah, they don't last long, man. And it's weird, dude, because you go through boot camp, you go through SOI or MCT, which is Marine Combat Training, or School of Infantry. SOI, you know, you do a year of just grinding, hard work, you know, dedication to the Corps. You know, then you get to your unit or your fleet, and you turn into like a big shitbag. It's the weirdest thing, dude. It's so weird. Shitbirds, or Blue Falcons. It's BFs, dude. BFs were always good, dude. Buddy fuckers, dude. Never be a BF, dude. Never be a Blue Falcon, dude. Those guys get it the worst, man. And even there's guys like that with rank, you know, like I had a sergeant that was a fucking Blue Falcon, dude. Oh my God, he was Sergeant Lopez, dude. Eric Lopez. This dude was a rat fuck, dude. Especially now that I'm older, looking back how like this 28-year-old dude acted, like what a douchebag. What a douchebag. Shitbirds, dude. I remember, dude, it was like hurtful when someone called you like a shitbird or a piece of trash, especially if someone that you like respected. But dude, if I was like being a lazy weirdo, dude, Howard or Jason would be like, dude, man, stop being a shitbag, dude. I'm like, oh well, my bad. You know, sometimes you don't even know you're doing it, and that's what's good about the Marine Corps. It starts correcting that weird, like, peanut brain of ours that makes us very self-centered, or that those first world problems, the Marine Corps, it gives you habits to get out of those situations of yourself. It also, once you get out of those have other issues, but if you have problems, the Marine Corps will train you like a dog to get out of these your own way. Like I try not to have first world problems, right? I want maybe a meal and a half a day. I'm not a big eater. Some snacks, a cold drink, a roof over my head, a way to see my brother and his family, a way to talk to my parents. That's it. I mean, throughout the day. If you're hoping for a Ferrari or more ones or zeros in your bank account, yeah, it's just, that's not the way the world works, Yeah, another flag, 1416. What is 1416? Just saw an American. That was weird. I've never seen that. Is that an Arab? That's not an Arab. Instead of the all 50 stars, it was an American flag with all 50 stars. It had the stars in a 416. I don't know what that meant. It was on like a construction cruise, kind of setup. They're doing construction on this bridge, and it was hanging off the bridge, kind of on the construction side. So it could be some random person or the actual construction crew. Well, I've never seen that. That's interesting. What's up, Alex? There were two memorable moments in my career. One, re-enlisting on the top of Iwo Jima. Whoa! That's got to be an amazing picture. Training over 7,000 Marines and not losing one of them. Dude, that's not to sound selfish, but the Iwo Jima one's pretty sick, dude. The 7,000 Marines, not losing one of them, that's a goal. But that, gotta be a little selfish every once in a while. That's okay. That's okay. That's cool, man. That's a bit my biggest concern. I didn't train, I guess. My biggest accomplishment was getting the respect of my higher ups when I was the boot, and we had to go to Iraq. I earned the respect. Both my staff sergeants, if they needed something, I was reliable. I was stronger than shit. I was jacked, dude. I was one fucking great Marine, dude. Maybe not in the garrison side, but in the field in Iraq doing the damn thing, I was on, dude. I loved it. And my chief warrant officer, they all gave me the respect that I didn't want the respect. They gave it to me. I didn't want to earn it. They gave it to me. And I earned it through just being myself and just doing the damn thing. And my other one, man, was I didn't train 7,000 people. I had a little fire team, or since I was the veteran, I was one of the last Mohicans in my military police unit. So I was the last veteran left. And so basically everyone to me was a boot, all 49 other Marines. But when I left, I felt very proud that the veterans that taught me how to be a Marine, because the veterans who taught me how to, the veterans taught me how to become a veteran and how to go about being a Marine and talking to staff sergeants and chief warrant officers and captains and how to do the damn thing and how to treat your junior Marines, your boots. And I'm a better communicator than the guys that taught me. So what I told my buddies that taught me all this, I said, but you guys taught me, I multiplied that by 50. And I made sure when I left that these Marines, these 50 Marines, would hold on to that tradition for a long time. And they did. They're all out now, but man. What's up, Connor? I served as an MP at Camp Pendleton. Hey! Yeah, Gary, so you're yeah, so like when I was in the Corps, the military police, we split into two like different branches. So there was the garrison, MPs with the badge and the duty belt and the, one of these things. And then there was the field MPs. So field MPs, they're going to be attached to infantry units, going on patrols, guarding weird shit out in the whatever. And then there's garrison. So it was interesting because we had to learn both how to go on the field and how to do this. Then it just molded into like straight up everyone's fighting. And then last time I checked, man, like a lot of the military police guys are contractors. Hollywood Marines for the win. Oh, baby, you gotta be Hollywood. You gotta be Hollywood. What's up, Second Glance? Abort ice? Negative, Haley. If I can... Hey, my bad, y'all. Thanks, Bobo, for the heads up, brother. Hey, Second Glance, brother. Semper Fi, man. Semper Fi, brother. Sorry for the lag, boys. Second Glance with the Semper Fi. You're a Marine, Second Glance, or just a big supporter, man? But Semper Fi, whether you are or not, always support the troops, brother. We appreciate it. Trump, I love the poorly educated. Sure, I guess. I don't know. What's up, Pam? I can get this Pam thing. I love the poorly educated. I guess I don't even know what that means. If you guys try to insult me, you gotta, do more than that. Ironworking Union. Bernie Zohan, 2028. What's up, Jamie Francisco? I always find it weird that people that are either not American, don't, are from another country, but they think they can get involved in American politics. Is it weird they have the biggest voice? Why do people that either can't vote, don't live here, or are not supposed to be in here have the biggest voice and want the weirdest crap? Like they want socialism or communism. I think when you I am almost positive, when you take a test to become a U.S. citizen, they will ask you straight up, have you been affiliated with any communist groups? Because if you say yes or they find out you lied, you're gone. They do not put up with communism here. And socialism, well, we all know what happened with socialism in Germany, right? It's weird. Hey, Shelly. Hey, Semper Fi, love it. Trump, baby. Yeah, I'm just tired of winning, Shelly. It's blowing my mind. There are so many people like that. Yeah, I just, like, let's say, Leon, you're an American citizen, right? And you just disagree with me on the presidency or whatever. And we can sit down and probably have that conversation. You'd be like, yeah, I get it. We all kind of get it. What's up, Smith? But it seems like there's people that are not citizens or don't even live in this country that talk about American policies or politics. It just... But even if you try to have a conversation with those people, they won't. They have that one European mentality where it's all or nothing. It's either go big, we're gonna get it all, or we're doomed. It's always the end of the world to these people. We get it. You hate brown people, and people trying to live. What is a brown person per se? You gotta. Is that an alien? Are there people like that are brown? Like really brown? I don't understand that. If you're equivalent brown people to Mexican or Spanish or Latino or South American brown, I mean if you're saying brown people, that's Mexico, all of South America, Cuba, the Bahamas. I mean, how many 100 million people are right there? You think I hate all? That's a lot to hate, man. And if you're talking about Mexicans, I'm Mexican. White people that look white can be Mexican. What's the boxer's name? Oh God, he's freaking ginger. Like, you're so like racist. When you say brown people, all you assume is like Mexican, huh? That's all you think about. That's weird, man. How do you think like that? It's interesting. That's interesting. Last time I checked, people aren't a color. I don't even know why you talk like that. Who talks? Have you ever met someone in real life that said that brought up people and said brown people? Like, have you ever met someone that talked like that? Have you ever met someone that goes, "Oh man, I can't do that because I'm black"? Like, I've never met anybody like that. And I live in California, dude. You would think I would hear it all the time. I go around people all the time. You guys see me. I've been doing this for like 2 years, man. I've never met anyone like that. That's the weirdest. Who are you? See, I think that's someone from Europe. That's how people from other countries think. You know, I don't know. Canelo, thank you, Bobo. Canelo's a ginger, dude. Like, that guy's born in like down deep Guadalajara or somewhere, wherever the hell. I don't know where he's from, but the great thing with the Honorable President Trump administration is that we can disagree and still love this country. Yeah. We can agree to disagree, right or wrong, still my country, you know? Like, you can call me racist or this or that. Doesn't matter, man. Doesn't affect me. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words may never hurt me, brother. You can call me that. I don't care. You know, I've been called worse, brother. You know, if you're gonna insult me, let's step your game up here, man. You're talking like we're in 3rd grade on the park, dude. It's very hard to insult someone like me. Very difficult. Very difficult. Hey, Keegan, what's up? What's up, Mama? How you doing? That's weird, man. Yes, I'm an American citizen. I look white, but I'm Hispanic. I'm Alyssa, by the way. Nice to meet you. Hey, Alyssa. All right. Yeah, I'm a little bit of both. I'm white and Hispanic, but I'm basically a kid from California. This is all we all look like. We all look like each other there, Alyssa, out here in California, for sure, dude. I think everyone in California is either a half and halfer, dude. You're either half this or half that, half this. So everyone's skin is a nice tan year round. A little white, because everyone gets white because we hide from the sun, but hey, you know, you have Latinos marrying blacks, blacks marrying whites, whites marrying Latinos, vice versa, and all the way around. You give California like 50 more years, dude, people out here are gonna have the perfect skin, dude. It's gonna be that like light brown, kind of dark, but still light, you know, where you get tan, but not too tan, or when you get white, it's not too white, you know, that nice, smooth, tan skin. Everyone knows what I'm talking about here. Don't act like you don't know what you're talking about. SoCal people, yeah, dude, like, Like people, we're a different breed out here, man. It takes a lot. It takes a lot for us to like actually care out here, right? I mean, you got to have the right paperwork, man. This is not a free country. We have the coolest club in town, and I'm part owner of it. Alyssa's part owner of it. Howard's part owner of this club. It's called Club America, and we had people literally sneak in the back way of our club, jump over the wall in our dance facility, just jump from the wall to the pool and sneak in without the wristbands, not showing their ID. So as a club owner, you guys, we have to stop this shit or we're not making no money. So we're kicking everyone out. Now you could have been the bartender. If you don't have the proper paperwork, I'm going to fire you and then maybe hopefully rehire you. But as a club owner, and I think we gotta straighten it out, brother, you know. Military's red, white, and blue. That's what we are. There is no black, white BS. No. There's no brown. There's no yellow. There's no pink. There's no turquoise. It's just red, white, and blue, brother. And the only color I see is green, brother. Here's a little trivia. Oh, the professor in Gilligan's Island. Oh yeah, I know him. Was a B-29 pilot with 47 missions and crashed. Had 2 broken ankles and still saved his crew from a burning plane. No way. The professor? I thought the professor and not the ginger girl, but Marianne were always gonna bang. Dude, the professor was cool in that show. I love Gilligan's Island. I love that song. But I wish that show went in where they got off. They almost always got off, dude. It drove me nuts. I thought one day they would all get off. I don't know if they actually did. I used to watch it when I was little. But I never knew if they were going to get off. I don't know if they made an episode of them getting off, but Gilligan would just always ruin everything, dude. He would ruin everything. The skipper tried so hard. Marianne always looked bomb, dude. The movie star, Chingao, man. Those were my like kid crushes, dude. Lamar Jackson? I keep hearing that. What's up, Wild Rose? No way. All right, I got it. I gotta Google it. I'm gonna YouTube it later and see it. The last episode. They got off bullshit. I always wanted to like hang out with them. They like the way their huts were. It was like they had like booze. So they always had good food out in a tropical island. I was like, this is not bad. This is not bad. With a couple hot chicks. You know, it could be worse. Could be worse, you know. Free Diddy? Oh, hey, Diddy, man. Hey, the guy was a freak in the sheets, dude. You know. The worst, I don't know, I mean, hey, I'm all about our justice system, man. If they can get OJ off, you know, more power to them. More power to you. I'm all for it, man. Yeah. If you're judged by 12 and are released, you know, good luck afterwards. But right now, you're free, man. He'll do a little jail time, but ain't shit. Ginger was the last of the crew that passed away. Oh, no way. What's your deepest regret? They were rescued, took a boat ride, and ended back where they were, shipwrecked. No way. No way. Getting out. Second chance, Zipper 5, brother. What's your biggest regret? I mean, everything I've done, I've wanted to do. I don't really regret anything. I mean, there's things I regretted in my 20s, but as I got older, I can understand going through that was a learning process. So I don't regret things that I've learned from, oh my God, I don't know, man. I don't really have that much regret. If I one thing I do think about that I'm like, damn, I wish I would have done it. I wish I would have gone to Afghanistan too. I only went to Iraq. The 2010, I was supposed to go, and it never worked out because the budging housing market. That's what I've heard through Lance Corporal Underground, and we didn't get paid for like 6 months, so it skipped my rotation on Afghanistan. That was out of I guess I got to think about that, man. Yeah, his biggest regret, not meeting me at the. Hey, that could be. You never know these days. You never know. But anyways, Devil Dogs, I'm out here. Hey, second glance, Semper Fi, brother. Come back on, man. I want to answer more of your questions. I've never been. I'm gonna be thinking about this question all day. I'm not sure. Anyways, guys, Howard, Alyssa, you guys take care. Ghost Rider, Semper Fi, brother. Jason, James, if you're listening, Bobo, Semper Fi, guys. I appreciate everyone coming on and saying what's up. I'm out here. And remember, helmet's not a chair. You fight wars with your hands, and America looks good on you. Peace.